have to ask me a question so it feels authentic.
Okay, Michael, what are you just talking about Mr. Zhang, about the nuclear issue, or about everything you see in Taiwan?
Yeah. Well, we heard from Mr. Chung that the situation in Taiwan's been changing a lot. So political support is growing. There's just been a lot more concern about the air pollution, and I think that's made ordinary folks rethink their views of nuclear power. Still a lot of concern about questions like the waste and the safety and the independence of the regulator, but it sounds like what we heard from Mr. Chung was that there's new willingness to kind of reconsider nuclear power and its role in Taiwan, and particularly for environmental issues, but also for issues of energy security, electricity prices. There's just a whole set of reasons that people are rethinking their position on nuclear.
Could you talk about the fear of the radiation or the nuclear power plants, and how about the nuclear waste and the spent fuel?
Yeah, I thought the most interesting thing to come out of the conversation was Mr. Chung had this idea that really if people had some way to measure the radiation themselves, so apparently in Taiwan there is new kits to measure the amount of air pollution, the particulate matter in the air, PM 2.5, and so we discussed that in Japan after Fukushima they've been using dosimeters that are GPS and Wi-Fi enabled so that you can get a really scientific and accurate reading of radiation levels around the country. And I think it's empowered ordinary Japanese folks to be using those dosimeters to be able to measure the levels of radiation, and you'll inevitably discover that they're extremely low, certainly lower than they are in my home state of Colorado. So I think one idea would be, can we get 10, 20, 30 of these devices to people all around Taiwan so they can measure radiation levels and get some assurance that things are safe.
Okay, thanks, Michael.
Thank you.